This is the world we are living in right now, with 7 continents and 5 large oceans. Every continent is separated. But can you imagine a world with no boundaries, no nations, and no continents? Everything united together. That might sound a bit weird, but there was a time when the world had only one supercontinent called Pangaea. Let's see furthermore about this supercontinent today. Come with me. Let's dive into the time machine. 240 million years ago. This was how Pangaea appeared. Name Pangaea means all lands together. There was only one huge ocean called Panthalassa. Each country was united before the continental drift happened. Later then, Pangaea got divided into two continents called Laurasia and Gondwana. This was during the Mesozoic era. That was the time when dinosaurs ruled the earth. You may ask, how did we really knew there was a supercontinent like this? And who found this continental drift theory? This theory was discovered by a great scientist named Alfred Wegener, who lived during the early 20th century. Searching for evidence to further develop his theory of continental drift, Wegener came across a paleontological paper suggesting that a land bridge had once connected Africa with Brazil. Wegener's drift hypothesis also provided an alternate explanation for the formation of mountains. We call that orogenesis. He also showed us why does Africa and Brazil have the same ancient rocks and contains the fossils of same mammoths. Despite having this geological and paleontological evidence, Wegener's theory of continental drift was not accepted by the scientific community because his explanation of the driving forces behind the continental movements was not sufficient. Wegener thought that the spinning movement of the Earth makes the continental drift as well. But the geologists knew the crust was too strong for it. Later then, this was replaced by a beautiful theory called plate tectonics. Now, let us see how those continents really drift. As we all know, Earth is made up of 4 main layers called the crust, mantle, outer core, and finally the inner core. However, the land below you is not a single land and broken into several pieces called tectonic plates. These plates are continuously moving at the rate of 10 cm per year. But these movements occur at the top two layers of the Earth, the lithosphere and the asthenosphere. Speed at moments on which these tectonic plates move is influenced by the temperature and pressure of the asthenosphere below. And now we got the answer. Let us learn furthermore about these tectonic plates. The points at which tectonic plates move and finally meet or interact each other is called boundaries. There are three types of interactions. First is called the convergent boundaries. Plates move towards each other, and when they collide, the land is pushed upwards and mountains form. The second is called as the divergent boundaries. Two plates move apart and widens the space between them. That forms a massive ridge, like the Mid-Atlantic Ridge between South America and Africa. The third and final interaction is called transform boundaries. Plates slide past each other in opposite directions. This could be so dangerous as it could lead to deadliest earthquakes. Now, do you know how Himalayas were formed? When the Indian plate broke away from Gondwana, it moved north and slid under the Eurasian plate. This pushed up the mountains of Himalayas. Those plates are still moving, and we can observe the Himalayas growing 1 centimeter per year. This is how continental drift and plate tectonics make changes to Earth, and this is how massive mountains and ridges form. This process made the Earth we are living right now. Who knows? Maybe in the future, we could be able to see new continents, oceans, and even islands.